Hi girls, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth Ann and welcome to this week's video. Everyone drum roll please. Okay, so originally this was supposed to be two separate videos, right? And I don't really, honestly, if I'm being really honest, know how I'm gonna title this. But originally this video, or one video, was supposed to be waking up at 5 a.m. to read. Can we all collectively laugh? I will say I have been waking up earlier and accomplishing so much more because I really need to. Not that I'm sleeping in like super late, but like I was getting out of bed at like 9. I say this as I did get out of bed at 9 this morning, but I've been waking up at like 7 and getting up and getting my day started earlier. Also say this is, so that was part of the video, and the other video was reading viral like booktok books and letting you guys know if they're good or they're bad, right? So we've kind of combined the two, and honestly it's just like what I read in a week, but with flair, I guess. So there's that. Yeah, so if you're new here, a little pitch. I am 29 years old, currently living in Ireland only for a few more months, and then hopefully I will be moving to a city to work in book publishing. We're manifesting it together, okay? We got it. But I've been making bookish content the past few years. It's just gotten more and more strong over the past year. I've really gotten into NetGalley and like ARC reading and really dove headfirst into book content. So that's basically it. Hi. Okay. So in this video, not to ruin it, but I will tell you the books we are going to be reading. We are reading, what is the name of that book? Famous Last Words by Gillian McCalister. We are reading Problematic Summer Romance. We read Set Piece, which is 831 Stories. Malibu Rising. I feel like I'm missing something. I think that might be it. But obviously, as always, I have vlogged the process, and we're gonna go through reading those books together. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. I hope you guys should stick around. I am going to try to start kind of playing with my editing and playing with shots and stuff like that, because I gotta be honest, I'm getting a little bored of myself. So you guys probably are too. Anywho, okay. Love you guys. So this is kind of the stack I have going. I do have Just for the Summer and Picking Daisies on Sunday on my Kindle. And then one of these I already had, which I'll go over, but anyway, let's just get into it. So yesterday I grabbed Malibu Rising. I have tried to read Malibu Rising no more than 20 times. Not actually. I've only picked it up probably like 5 times. And I just haven't been able to get into it, but I had the same issue with The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and that's not one of my favorite reads ever. So I'm hoping that I can get into it. It's summery. It's set in Malibu in the 80s. And I actually am going in blind. I really don't know, but I'll read the back to you guys. Malibu, August 1983. It's the day of Nina Riva's annual end of summer party, and anticipation is at a fever pitch. Everyone who's anyone wants an invite to catch the glimpse of the famous Riva siblings, Nina the talented surfer and supermodel, brothers Jay and Hud, one a champion surfer, the other a renowned photographer, and their adored baby sister Kit. Together, the siblings are the source of fascination in Malibu and the world over, especially as the children of legendary singer Mick Riva. By midnight, the party will be completely out of control. By morning, the Riva mansion will have gone up in flames, but ahead of that first spark in the early hours before dawn, the alcohol will flow, the music will play, and the loves and secrets that shape this family will all come bubbling to the surface. So basically, what everyone has told me is it's like Malibu, like family, rich people drama. Anyway, so excited for that one. Next is Promise Me Sunshine. I am really excited. I've heard mixed reviews. Obviously, like a lot of people love this, but I've also heard that this is everyone's least favorite Carabas Stone. So, I don't know. And by heard, I mean like 2 people I know. We're gonna see. This is actually like the only one I bought yesterday, full price. But basically it's dealing with grief and love and all the things. It says Lenny has been a bit of a mess since her best friend Lou passed away. She's avoiding her concerned parents, her apartment, and the list of things she's supposed to do to enjoy life again. The only thing she can handle right now is babysitting a precocious 7-year-old Ansley. And if Lenny acts like she's fine, maybe no one will notice she's falling apart. The only issue, Ansley's Uncle Miles is always there for her and is always there. No. And the only issue, Ansley's Uncle Miles is always there and kind of a huge jerk. Miles sees right through her. He knows a lot about grief and offers her a deal. He'll help her complete her live again list if she'll help him reconnect with Ansley and his sister. Lenny doubts anything can help, but as she begins to spend more time with Miles, she begins to see that sometimes losing everything can be the first step into finding yourself again. Loving that. Now my camera already overheating. Okay. Next is, actually, I'm going to do this next. So I have this and I'm supposed to read this for another video, but if I don't read it for that video, I am going to add this in here because technically it is a BookTok book. And technically Maddie's going to read me. Well, yeah, Maddie's going to light me up if I don't read that within the next, 48 business hours. Next is one I'm so nervous about. This actually might be a separate video. I'm thinking about doing a separate video rereading my favorite book ever and like however many years later. This book is the book that like made me fall back in love with reading again. Let me set the scene. Summer's 2022. I'm living in London. All the cool girls are reading on the tube, so I'm like, I'll read on the tube. I brought one book with me, which was One Italian Summer. I read it and I enjoyed it. And then I asked my mom what book I should read. She suggests Where the Crawdad Sings. I absolutely devoured it, read it in a few days. I was like, what do I read next? And then I don't remember how exactly I got to Book Lovers by Emily Henry, but I got there. And I read this and I was like, you're lying. These are what the girlies are reading? Like, this is what everyone... And so then that summer I read all of Emily Henry's books. I read the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy and I don't know, probably a few other books, but this is really the book that made me fall in love with reading again. And it has always been my favorite Emily Henry book. I have, I think, like 2 or 3 different shirts that tie in or like merch items to this book. And I've always loved it, but yeah, I'll just read you the info. Nora's been through enough breakups to know she's the one men date before finding their happily ever after. To prevent another dating dud, Nora's sister persuades her to swap her city desk for a month's holiday in Sunshine Falls. It's a small town straight out of a romance novel, but instead of meeting sexy lumberjacks, handsome doctors, or cute bartenders, Nora keeps bumping into Charlie. Basically, Charlie's an editor. She's a literary agent. And their nemesis is nemesis. I don't know what the right word is. Anyway, but as I read that, I think I've decided that I want to do a separate video for that. Anyway, this is the one I'm in the middle of reading, and we're reading right now. I was nervous. I need to tell you guys the story. So basically, anytime I go to this bookstore in Dublin, I feel like nervous isn't the right word, but I feel like a burden. And I know people hear my accent and they see my BookTok books and they see me filming and they're probably like, silly little American book talker girl. And anyway, so yesterday I like asked one of the workers, I was like, hey, I don't see a price. Can you tell me how much this is? And she's like, did you get it from a bin? I was like, no, I got it from the shelf. And she's like, well, show me exactly where you got it. And she didn't believe I got it from the shelf. And so I took her, and then so she printed out a thing for me. I way overpaid for this, but also, to be fair, I'm sure they go by the like US pricing and not the actual book of the month pricing, so it was a deal if we look at it that way. Anywho, I tried to read this. I forgot about this. I've never read any of Gillian McCallister's, but I forgot that I did get this as like an audiobook and tried to listen to it, and I had no clue until I sat down and opened the book. I was like, wait, let me read the info. And I was like, oh, I have tried to read this. I obviously was nervous. I was not going to be able to get into it. I can't believe I've been talking for 10 minutes. But I just sat down and read the first 100 pages in like legit like an hour. It's so good. I'm hanging on to every word and I need to know what happens. We're about a third of the way through. I just got to Act 2, which is 7 years after the original like event. Basically, one morning, Cam comes home to find a letter or a note that just says, I can't remember what it says actually. I think it says something like along the lines like, I love you and their newborn daughter. But anyway, and there's just a hostage situation and her husband's allegedly at the forefront. 2 people die, 1 person gets out alive, and so far we have no clue where her husband is. So, what's his name? I think Luke. Yeah, Luke. So, anyhow, we'll see what happens. You guys, we're making our morning coffee, or our second coffee of the morning. And I just got the notification that the first episode of the reunion is out for Summer House. I need to know. Comment down below if you watch Summer House, because I'm clocked in and I've already seen the videos on TikTok of Sierra absolutely reading Amanda to Phil. Anyhow, happy morning coffee.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know how I think I'm gonna accomplish anything with this is on in the background.
How are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? Okay. Hi. Wow, when it rains, it pours.
Here's the thing I don't like about thrillers and why I usually, you guys, I'm so tired. It's 11:50. I've had 2 coffees. I'm still so tired. Anyway, that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is the issue with reading thrillers is, unlike like ruining other books, like quite literally, if I talk about this book, I will ruin it for you guys, and there's no point in you reading it. To be fair, I feel like people probably feel that way when I ruin all the other books, but anyhow, the point of the story is I have 100 pages left. Actually, I think I have a little less. I have 95 pages left. Absolutely devouring it. Absolutely, honestly, no clue where this is going. I am kind of curious. Let's look up and see like what the Goodreads rating is. 3.73. When I got on Goodreads earlier, and I was putting in like the books I was reading, I was like, oh my gosh, I should have read The Bright Side. Is that right? Is that what it's called? No, we're second book's The Burning Side. The Bright Years. Everyone says it destroyed them in the best way or in the worst way. But anyhow, none of that is the point of the story. The point of the story is I have 100 pages left and I'm really enjoying it. Honestly, I guess you can really never write a thriller until you're at the end of it because you don't know how the twist is going to go. But right now, I would say like it's a solid 4-star. Like I can't put it down. SMH, I knew it. I literally knew it. And what's the synopsis of the story? Can't trust a man. You can never trust a man. You can't trust a man. But I am confused at how this is all going to come together in the next 30 pages.
Friend, and not, I learned the first summer.
We didn't see that.
Say it again?
I said we didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I just finished. That was really good. Like, really, really good. I was actually, like, pleasantly surprised at the twist and what happened in the end. I feel like it's a good, solid thriller. I didn't want to put it down. I wanted to finish it. Obviously, I finished it in, like, what, like 3 hours? So, it was fun. I'm going to think about the rating. I think I'm going to say, like, a 4.25, but I'll probably, like, end up going with 4, because it was a solid thriller. Really enjoyed it. Nothing, like, over the top. But it was good. So, anyhow, okay. Another book done. Maddie, we're finally doing it. Okay. Let's just get into it because Maddie's suggestions are always right. Hi girls, it's much later. I forgot to update you guys. Sorry. I'm trying to decide if I want to put my hat on or not. I think it's gonna rain, so I think I am gonna put my hat on. Okay. Finished. What is it? I already forgot. Problematic Summer Romance. It was good. I enjoyed it. I think I rated it 4 stars. Spicy little summer beach read. Cute. It's like age gap, and I'm just gonna leave that there. It was really cute. Anywho, also it's set in Sicily, so stunning, beautiful, amazing. And it is, what else? What are the other tropes? Oh, brother's best friend, and that's basically it. It's cute. Anywho, moving on. I'm gonna go get some food, and I think I'm gonna take Set Piece with me to read, and that's basically it. Okay. Wait, you guys. First of all, someone liked my hat today. Second of all, I finished another book. To be fair, this one is literally like not even, barely 200 pages. I think it's like 190 something pages. So I just sat down, drank my coffee. I was gonna say ate my croissant, but I didn't. The coffee shop was so busy today, and I just saw someone post, I think there might be another bank holiday. I don't keep up with the bank holidays, obviously, but I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyhow, that doesn't matter. The point of the story is I finished Big Fan, and I just finished applying. I was like, I wonder if there's any new ones coming out, because if you guys don't know, I was able to read Found Time and Major Gift on NetGalley, and there's I think 3 more coming out, so I just applied to those. Hopefully I'll get them. They're just like perfect, I mean, like in between, because they're not that long. And you know, I saw another booktuber talking about it, like that you don't want to read like a thriller or something crazy before you go to bed. Like, this is perfect. You can finish them in like a sitting because they're so short, or you can keep it drawn out. And it's just like, I don't want to say mindless as in like it's not good or well written, but it is just like one of those mindless like little novellas, you know? Anyhow, I finished that. I think that's basically it. I'm gonna make some content for it really quick, and then I'm gonna eat my croissant, and I'm probably gonna go back down there because I could do some computer work to get ahead. So I'm gonna do that. Also, I'm getting coffee with another person tomorrow that I met via social media, so I'm very excited about that. I think that's basically it. I don't know what I'm gonna pick up next. I'm like really torn. I do have a library book on my Kindle I should probably read, but we will see. There's a part of me that wants to start either Malibu Rising or Laws of Love and Logic, but also I could go ahead and start Annie Knows Best for a different reading vlog. We'll see. Anyhow, okay, well, look at me. I didn't think I was gonna reach 20 books this month, but I did. So that's such a slay. I cannot believe it. I guess that's gonna be book 21. You guys, I just realized I didn't even talk about the story. I got distracted talking about how it was a good light read. The story itself basically follows Jack and CJ, and they meet, I think it's a 5-year gap. Yeah. So they meet 5 years prior, before Jack. He's already like a famous actor, but they meet 5 years prior at a bar that she bartends at, and they have a one-night stand, and then we skip 5 years into the future, and basically they get paired, which you guys are gonna be like, I can't believe you haven't read this yet. I also can't believe I hadn't read this yet. I didn't realize, or maybe I did at one point, but I didn't realize Gatsby was involved. If you guys know me, you know the lore between Gatsby and I. So much so, like, I need the Gatsby sweatshirt. They have a Gatsby sweatshirt that goes along with this on 831 Stories, like, merch site, which, by the way, they have really good, cute, bookish hats. Anyway, the point of the story is, gonna have to have that. I'll put it on the screen right here. But anyway, they get paired together on the new rendition of Gatsby and end up working together. She's a set designer now, obviously, with set piece. And, he doesn't recognize her name because she goes by CJ. And anyhow, point of the story is they meet and it's a second chance. So you guys know what happens. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Fact. It reminds me very much so of Funny You Should Ask. And I really liked it. Okay, bye. Hi girls, good morning. Morning. Hi. Wow. Did I just do the perfect setup or what? Hold on. Hi. I'm wearing my Boston Raiders hockey t-shirt because obviously I am. I need some off-campus merch now. Anywho, hi. We're back to the Dublin weather. I'm gonna read for like an hour. My guess is I can probably make it to 300 maybe, and then I'll only have 100 pages. Coffee day is at 11, so I just want to make sure I'm on time, although it is really nice because we're going to a spot that's super close to me. On today's episode of reading viral books, or like booktok books, like are they good or not? Every single Taylor Jenkins read, read book that I've read, it has been the same. I have like tried to pick up no less than 8 million times and not be able to get into it, and then just like magically one day I pick it up and it turns out being one of my favorite books ever. That happened with 7 Husbands, still one of my favorite books ever. I'm really enjoying it. Basically, we follow the Riva siblings. There's 4 of them. Kit, Hudson, I don't know, I want to call him Jay. Is it Jay? Jay or James? Jay. And Nina. And basically, they have this big party every year. And this book is divided into 2 parts, and I just finished part 1. I'm a little bit into part 2, so it's like 7 to 7 and then 8 to 8, I think. Is that what part is too? Because I think 8 p.m. just started. Yeah, no, it was 7 to 7 and then 7 to 7. So I'm very intrigued to see obviously what's gonna happen. Like the good stuff is about to start happening. I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking the characters. I love a good complex, like gut heart-wrenching story. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Yeah. I just looked up and realized I was filming for 5 minutes. The point of the story is I'm going to read the second half and we're going to see where we go from here. I'm on page 200 and I feel like now that I've chatted for like 5 minutes, we've got 45 minutes to read, but I feel like I probably make it. Oof. Oh, it's about to get messy, girls. Also, I just realized that this book is literally from like 2021. If you haven't read it, that's your fault. What I really want to say is I find it really interesting. We just got to the part where Nina's ex, who has left her for Carrie Soto, has shown back up just like her dad did to her mom. By the way, this is dual timelines. And she is talking about how history repeats itself, like a man on the floor begging for forgiveness, just like her dad did to her mom. And yeah, anyway, so I found it very interesting. This is messy. This is exactly my kind of book. Like, I love a messy rich people drama. Okay, so I got the page numbers wrong. There's only 60 pages left. So I literally have like maybe like 15-20% left of the book. In which case I think I can finish it before we have to go. Oh my god, it's getting so good. I like honestly have no clue how it's gonna end. So much is happening. Like there's so many characters, but like in the best way, you know. Sometimes when books have like so many characters, it's hard to follow, but not this one. And let me tell you, the goss is juicy. As she pulled out onto Pacific Coast Highway, Hungry Heart started playing through her speakers, and Ashley felt the tiniest bit of hope. Your whole world can be falling apart, she thought, but then Springsteen will play on the radio. God, I love Bruce Springsteen. Anyhow, okay. Oh my god, that was so good. Like, genuinely so good. I can't believe it took me that long to read it. Oh my god. I think it's gonna be a 5-star. Ugh. It's so good. And there's something I read, like, towards the end, obviously. Giving her children this box packed to the brim with her own experiences, own treasures and heartbreaks, her own guilts and pleasures, triumphs and losses, values and biases, duties and sorrows. And Nina had been carrying around this box her whole life, feeling the full weight of it. But it was not. Nina saw just then her job to carry the full box. Her job was to sort through the box, to decide what to keep and put the rest down. She had to choose what of the things she inherited from the people who came before her she wanted to bring forward, and what of the past she wanted to leave behind. So she put down the restaurant just as her mother would have wanted her to, and when she let it go for June too. As quickly as she understood all of this, she also understood that eventually she would have to open the box her father had given her too, the one she thought she had thrown all away. One day, when the world made a bit more sense to her, she would have to go through that box and try to see if there was anything inside worth saving. Maybe there wasn't much, but maybe there was more than she thought. So good. That reminds me of just like my own experiences. Like, we genuinely are just made of all the experiences, not only that we have had and carry around in our own toolbox, but also, obviously, like they said, your parents and the generations that have come before. And I think a lot of people feel like they're owed, like, happiness, whatever it is. And, you know, you can very easily get stuck on whatever you're carrying around with you that you don't realize you're carrying around, and live this existence that is not wonderful and magical, if you don't choose to let go of the things that either no longer serve you or that are harming you that you don't even realize. And this just reminds me of like my therapy I did. And I had a therapist, I've written about this, but I had a therapist one time be like, are you going to let your gray cloud follow you around forever? And I was like, well, duh, it's just like always there. And then I went through this like really extreme therapy, and it truly is like what healed me. It's what set me up to be able to be sober, to be happy, to go do stuff by myself and not feel dependent on anyone else. And anyway, it just reminded me of that. Whenever I read that. So anyway, really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think it's for sure 5-star, 1000%. I think it's so worth the hype. And this is like the kind of beach read that you can't put down. It's like the story's so compelling and there's so much depth. And genuinely, I went in with, obviously, like, I read the back, but I didn't know what any of it meant and what was going to happen. I just knew that it was going to be messy and beautiful. And honestly, I wasn't even sure, like, the last 50 pages what was going to happen. I was like, oh no, is the entire family going to die in this house? Like, what is happening? No, actually, I knew that was going to happen. But anyhow, really enjoyed. I don't know what book number this is. I think it's book number 2 for reading viral books. Is that right? Hi girls, happy Friday. I just got back from running errands and I'm talking like really close to the camera because I have my window open. A little too close. I just got back from running errands, and before that I went to a cafe for a brunch moment. It was so good. So good. It was avocado toast, cottage cheese, poached egg, beans and bean sprouts, like edamame. What else was on there? Radishes, edible flowers, stunning. Along with 2 coffees. I didn't have any coffee at home, so it was a 2 coffee in a cafe type of morning, which is criminal. Anyhow, the point of the story is, what is the point of the story? Well, the point of the story is I'm coming to end off of this vlog. It is already 30 minutes. I was going to read one more book, but I ended up, well, not doing that. I am in the middle of an arc. I sat and read. I'm at like 30%. I'm liking it so far. It's a cowboy romance. I'm gonna be honest, the cover is really what drew me in. It's a NetGalley. I'm kind of confused. I think it's already out in the UK, and I think they're just like releasing it in the US as well. I'm not sure, but it's a very deep one. Like, well, I don't know, because I'm only 30% in, but basically the main female character has gone to the Hunt Ranch to escape because she has just been assaulted in her home. So she's like trying to find escape, and then of course what's gonna happen, she's gonna run into a cowboy's arms. At least that's what I'm guessing. Once again, only 30% in, so much book left for everything to change. Anyhow, so that's where I'm at. I kind of took the day off. I had an off day yesterday. It was just like one of those days, you know, you have them once in a quarter where you just don't feel great about yourself. You just don't feel good. You're feeling anxious for no reason. I let myself have an off day yesterday, and we bounced back today. Stunning, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous. My Diet Dr. Pepper Zero and I, which I haven't had one of these in so long, are about to go downstairs and work on this vlog and other computer stuff because I'm really, really behind in Schwartz. And yeah, okay, so I think that's gonna be it for this vlog. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Originally Book Lovers was supposed to be included. That's why I was like, oh perfect, we've read so many BookTok books, but I did end up making that a separate vlog, and honestly the vlog sort of flopped, so yay. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.